Hello! So, this particular video is going to be kind of a how-to video, but not exactly. So, I thought about making fun presentation thingies with like slides and things and, whatever. So, this is the website for my co-working space. It is on Main Street in Butler, Pennsylvania, which is a small town an hour north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So if you happen to be in the area and you need a co-working space, hit us up. Or hit me up. Anyhow, so what I wanted to share is 5 tools to make to make your work delightful and downright fabulous. So I'm actually using Loom to record this video. I pay for Pro because I record a lot of them, and I wanted to, they added like 1080p, they added 1440, and they added 4K, which I didn't realize until like 5 seconds ago. So anyhow, I just wanted you to know that's what I'm using. So that's why it's a little bit of a tutorial, but not so much. So I have made my face kind of big, that you can make it smaller. Usually when you start, you're over here in the bottom left corner. And Loom is on loom.com. There's a free version. It's quite fabulous. So I'm going to make myself this big and put it over here. You can also do a couple other things. So right now I am just sharing it's the application window. So I'm only sharing the application window with you. So you can't see my whole desktop, which is really quite lovely. So I use Loom to make client videos, instructional videos, and it makes it easier to help train staff, interns, contractors, and to give feedback and whatnot. So it's really quite wonderful. So we'll start at the beginning though. I'm going to skip the image, and I'm not going to just read this to you, I just want to go over the tools. So one of the tools that I shared in this particular article is Ditto, and it's freaking amazing. So my wonderfully beautiful, fabulous friend and esteemed colleague, Brandy Lawson of Fiery Effects, is actually who let me know about Ditto, and Screenpresso for that matter. So we'll start with Ditto. Ditto is like, it's a clipboard. And so with Ditto, you can cut and copy something like for forever. Not forever. I have mine set to carry everything for 10 days, which is probably a lot. But the amount of times I get interrupted in a day is a lot. And it means that I will copy something, forget to actually do the thing I copied it for, and then need it. And the search function is amazing. So I can be like, oh, what was the word that was in that phrase that I needed? And I can search inside the application, and it pops up. It's amazing, and it's free. It is only for Windows, so you have to be a PC person. For Apple people, I found a list of 25 clipboard managers that you could probably use, but you'll have to go figure it out. So Ditto is free, which is like totally awesome. And this is what the little icon looks like. Okay, so let's talk about Screenpresso. So Screenpresso is also a PC only tool and is free. I know there's other options for Apple people, so you can check those out. I don't have a fun list for those, but for Screenpresso, it's just free. That's amazing. I can't even begin to tell you. So what I used to do to take screenshots of things is I would print screen my whole screen, and then I would painstakingly crop everything down until I got just the piece I needed. And it was nutso. Completely, totally nutso. So, Screenpresso changed my life. Brandy Lawson changes my life in a lot of ways, but Screenpresso changed my life. So, you can screen capture and grab just what you need, which is amazing. I don't usually use the record video function. I use the screenshot region, which is right here. Just because I use Loom and I use other things for video capture. Anyhow, on to Loom. So I did include a little bit of information about Loom, plus a link for it. None of these are affiliate links, by the way. So I love Loom. So I talked a little bit in the beginning of this video about what Loom is, and you can see me using it. La, na, 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 na. Here, what I love thinking about it as an in-between. So it's a tool that if you start writing an email and you get into it and you realize it's probably going to take you like 5 or 10 minutes to write the email. You probably could have done it in a Loom video. If you do a Loom video and you're recording like between 5 to 10 minutes and definitely more than 10 minutes, you probably should have had a meeting. And that's sort of how I think about it. Like, if I can say it in 5 minutes or less, I try to do it in 2 to 3, because much more than that and it just gets overwhelming unless you're really structured about what you're doing. So those are my suggestions on how to use Loom. You can use however you want, but again, that is free, which is amazing. So next, I included the Cowork because, co-working is important. So this is one of the tools that will make your workday better, is being able to choose your own coworkers. So if you have the opportunity where you're working from home, if you work a traditional job and you're at home right now, or if you are already working remotely because you work for yourself, whatever your case is, pretty much a co-working space anywhere is going to be amazing. Make sure it's the right place for you. And I would encourage you to look for places that focus something on the community and what they are building together, rather than everyone working in silos, because I think the community is really where a lot of the value is. So you can make your own choices though. If you happen to be local to Butler, I would love to see you in our co-working space. And I included a picture of our these desks right here, these things. Oh my gosh. So I call them I call them nesting desks. They kind of look like the microwave TV dinner trays. But what it allows people to do is they can make a desk anywhere in the co-working space. So there's chairs to match up with them. And I like to think of the co-working space that I've created as a sensory safe space. So if you need quiet, if you need to be near the window, you can put the desk there, which I think is pretty amazing. And this couch is just epic. So there's actually electricity in the couch. You can charge your phone and you can sit in it. It's just too much fun. Okay. Oh, and the table. I have to tell you the story about the table. So the table came from a little shop called Mystique Moon. And they do antiques and some other stuff. So anyhow, many times when people walk into the Cowork and they see the table, they feel like they're in their grandmother's kitchen or like their parents' kitchen, depending on their age group. So that's been really neat, and I've loved having it there because it just makes people feel like they're home and they want to sit down and hang out together, which I love. Last section, last tool, fuel and hydration. So water, food, we need these things to make our work days better. I won't bore you to tears on that. You can go read the article if you'd like. So thank you so much for watching this video. I love that you were here. Those were 5 tools to make your work day amazing and downright fabulous. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. And until I see you on the next video, bye!